So my correct people, we heard that Kabiyesi been elects a new office for Queen Naomi in the palace, an office of 5 to 6 bedroom flats, bedroom duplex in the palace. They said the palace is so big, and Kabiyesi renovated, or would I say renovated, or would we say Kabiyesi try to furnish a bedroom duplex for Queen Naomi's office as a Yeyeluwa of the source. And they said that the kind of decoration, oh my gosh, the kind of decoration that Kabiyesi did there, my people, say Queen Naomi was even wowed. She was so surprised the time when she entered there. Can't see the kind this thing wey Kabiyesi do there. Can't see the kind decoration wey Kabiyesi do there, my people. No be small thing. They say no be small thing. And we heard that ever since the office was erected and not erected, sorry, the office was renovated and decorated, furnished, that the Oloris have not been themselves. That Igbi and the Olori Calabash say na them carry am for head. The pains and the trauma they were passing through simply because Queen Naomi got the best office. In fact, the biggest office. The dream, where did they dream, especially Olori Igbi, say she did dream ever since she came to the palace. All her dream now, may she be the Yeyeluwa, may she be the first wife, may she be all these things. At the end of the day, the thing no reach am hand. And that has been her so much bitterness. That has bring her so much bitterness. Since yesterday, we hear say Igbi has not been herself. She has been bittered all along. Now, they said the day that Kabiyesi did that and invited Queen Naomi to the palace, to Queen Naomi's surprise, it was such an unexpected thing, a shocking experience, as Queen Naomi walked inside to behold the kind of wonders that Kabiyesi don't do for inside that duplex. They said that was the day Igbi was lamenting, shouting, when Queen Naomi was seen marching inside there with her royal guards. They said Igbi was shouting that Queen Naomi will never enjoy this place. That this space, Queen Naomi would not enjoy it. That she swear with everything in her, for the fact that this was supposed to be for her, for the fact that this thing that is being given to Queen Naomi is supposed to be for her originally. And because that Kabiyesi denied her her rights, she all of a sudden she has been saying that Kabiyesi promised her, that Kabiyesi promised her the first wife, Kabiyesi promised her the Yeyeluwa, Kabiyesi promised her, and at the end of the day, Kabiyesi invited back Queen Naomi to come and be tormenting her, so that she is not going to take that, she is not okay with that, and that she's going to fight with everything in her in order to ensure that Queen Naomi do not enjoy this new space. Now, so we come dey hear now, my people, say, oh, after she don't talk all those things finish, now, we hear there was a spark of fire inside that new office. Who would have done this? But before the fire spark, my people, they said 3 masked men were noticed. Immediately the fire got blown, they say 3 masked men were seen running out from Kabiyesi's fence. And they say the fence is so high. Which kind of human being have been a trained criminals that would jump that kind of high fence? They say the palace gate, the palace fence is so high that they never knew that people we call themselves human being can even jump that place. You can see. So it was so surprising the way they take jump am, they escape fiam. And before they escaped, they said they dropped a note meaning that somebody in the palace sent them. A note was dropped as they escaped that Queen Naomi will never enjoy peace in this palace. We never enjoy peace in this new office, and they left. Now, following what they wrote on the note that they dropped, because as the fire sparked, they ran away. Thank God to the royal guards. The royal household has been equipped with fire extinguishers, and we heard the last few months, Kabiyesi enrolled his royal guards, maids, and servants to fire this thing training of how to put off fire. So Kabiyesi really took his time to train these people on how to put off fire. So when this incident happened, and they said when they did that, nobody was in the palace. So it was when they were doing it, immediately somebody else, this thing, royal guards, I don't know where they went to. They were coming in. The gate man was even at the gate. Nobody passed through the gates. He didn't even know what was happening. The chief security. While the other securities at the gate were there. But the royal guards that used to stand around the palace, I don't know whether they went to eat or what they went to do that they didn't recognize until the fire spark. Thank goodness that people came in immediately and started using the fire extinguishers around the palace to quench it. Now, this looks like something that is timed. It looks as if these people were somewhere. It looks as if they were just hanging around, waiting to get a signal when people are not in the palace to come and commit this evil act. But thank goodness that the royal guards were just coming in. Immediately the fire spark, they were just opening the palace gate to come in. Now seeing the fire spark, and immediately they said those 3 men flew, which means they have not even concluded what they started. Maybe they were just at the verge of starting to put the fire on before somebody came in, and they flee away. So you can now imagine, at least tracing from the paper that they dropped. I don't know whether they dropped it mistakenly or why they were running for their life. Why they were running made they no catch them. They said either the paper mistakenly fell from their hand or whatever. And that letter was written, burn down every office. Do not let her enjoy a piece of it. Now, that is the instruction they gave them. They went straight to that office to start putting fire. Who could have done this, my people? Because a lot of people were already suspecting that Ibi could be the one that is doing this. Because she is the one who specifically came out and said that Queen Naomi will not enjoy that new office. That new office is supposed to be hers. That she worked so hard to get where she got, only for Queen Naomi to come from nowhere and disrupt her and collect her peace, render her useless. Therefore, she's fighting back. Now, a lot of people are still suspecting that it could be Olori Calabash, because these 2 women are the only people that are against Queen Naomi. Other people don't really care. Other people do not really care about whatever. Queen Naomi's position, her royalty, her this thing. Other people care about different things. It's only Ibi and Olori Calabash who so much is interested in Queen Naomi's royalty and in Queen Naomi's position. Yes, now so we take care of. So now these men ran out of this palace, and investigation has started already to know who sent these men. A lot of people are suggesting that what do they call it? The paper, the written note should be used, and the worst of it is that they said the written note contains a number there, of which they say they trace the phone number. They don't know the person that owns it, and immediately those phone numbers went off, because we heard the written note was given to them, say after completing the assignment, call this number so that you can have your reward. You complete that assignment, you make sure that everywhere is on fire then before you leave. But unfortunately, or fortunately, before they could even light up the fire finish, people already came in, meaning that is an informant from inside the palace that informed these three marksmen, informed them that there is nobody in the palace right now, so that they could come through the fence. And people are beginning to say the palace is not in a bush where people can just come through the fence and get unnoticed. Why a lot of people are saying these people might have came in the night and stayed around waiting for people to move, for everybody to go out of the palace so that they can attack, and which is 100% possible. Because if you think about this, you can't possibly say in the daytime that is when they came in through the fence. At least neighbors would have seen them. A lot of eyes, cameras would have captured. So meaning it was in the night that they might likely have come in and stayed around, hang around. And it is the person who invited them that hid them, because these people cannot just be from the time they entered all night till the time everybody left the palace. Somebody must have kept them in a place. Somebody must have been feeding them. Somebody must have, be entertaining them. And somebody must give them the information. So now investigation is seriously ongoing. We are only glad right now that the office is not totally burnt. The fire did not even, spoil any much thing there. It was just at the entrance. They said the secretary office, the chair was burnt and all that, but not totally burnt to ash, because they came around and quenched the fire. Tell me what would have happened if Kabiyesi didn't train his royal guards on fire extinguisher, on how to manage fire. Who knows what would have happened? Or tell me if the royal guards did not come back at that point, they came back. This is a trip they went, because we heard they went for a royal guards meeting somewhere, and unfortunately something came up and it was cancelled. That is why they came back. So meaning that if they stayed long in that place they went to, or if that thing that they went to do, say, is successful, maybe that training would have taken a whole lot of their time, and they would not even come back on time. And for the fact that they did not come back on time, maybe fire must have finished the whole thing before even the securities will realize what is happening. Majority of the building must have got burnt. So kudos to the royal guards who came back immediately. I believe this is what prayer can do. This is Queen Naomi's prayer working. How else does prayer work, my people? Tell me, how again does prayer work? If that's, do you know that this thing that happened might be the reason spiritually why those training that these royal guards went for was dismissed, why it didn't happen? This particular reason could be, and all these things are achieved through prayer. Who would have known that they would have come back on time? Because their training was cancelled because of one or two things, and it was rescheduled for another day. So investigation is seriously going on. Right now, we can't really say the person that did this, but we are suspecting one person, which might be Igby, because the last time we heard, she was one threatening over the office, saying that it is her position, and she has been making a lot of trouble ever since this office was made for Olori Naomi. I'm going to bring you more updates, my people. Please kindly subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget that all these are alleged and unverified information making waves on the social media and should not be regarded as facts. Thank you.